There is no previous standard to which, this would be the practical advice for ecological politics, to which we can return. My favorite ecological book is the one, an American scientist, I forgot his name, who demonstrated that nature itself on our Earth is already to such an extent integrated into our pollution that if our pollution were to diminish too fast, it would have probably meant a total catastrophe for animal life and so on. No, my message is not, then we can do whatever we want, but that the situation is much more terrifying. Of course, I totally believe there can be catastrophes and so on, but there is nothing but catastrophes. We don't have a ground. We have nowhere to return to, which is why I think that, but it's another story, I will not repeat it here, I think I already referred to it last time precisely here, which is why I think that this idea that, another idea, we should drop it totally, that the ultimate source of our ecological problems is alienated predomination of scientific universe, science manipulating, and then they say we should not forget that prior, not this phenomenological Husserlian description, prior to every scientific objectivization, there is the life world, and we are irreducibly immersed into the life world. This is for me precisely the catastrophe. Why? Let's ask ourselves a simple question. You read about global warming, blah, blah, blah. Ozone hole. Well, look up as much as you want, you will not see ozone hole. I mean, we totally have to rely on science. And on the other hand, when a scientist, where does this mysterious fact comes that although the possibility of catastrophe is convincingly demonstrated by scientists, we strangely, we humanity, do not take some serious measures, react to it. I think it's this fetishist split. We know very well that it's true, but nonetheless, we don't believe it. Why? Precisely, what happens? You read about catastrophe, then what do? Then you go out, what a nice star, the stupid eyes there, glay, oh my God. Like, you really cannot believe that this natural life world can be destroyed. So I think that precisely in order to confront properly ecology, we should all become Cartesian subjects. We should renounce this reliance on the life world as the ultimately given universe and so on and so on. So now, really, look, just a concluding remark. This materialist lesson, to return, to conclude briefly, is for me the lesson of the book of Job. Because read it. Every year I repeat this. I know what really happens there. Job, 3 ideologists, as I already said, and did you notice the strange parallel between the structure of the book of Job and the structure of Freud's most famous dream, with which he opens Traumdeutung, interpretation of dreams, of Irma's injection. The structure there is the same. First, it's a catastrophe. The patient, the dreamer, Freud was dreaming it, looks into Irma's throat, horror, the real Irma's throat catastrophe. Then, all of a sudden, the shift into 3 stupid doctors who produce some reasons, inconsistence, why Freud is not guilty. No, there was no injection. The injection was already, Irma was already infected before, whatever. Doesn't exactly the same thing happen in the structure of the book of Job? First, the catastrophe. He loses everything from animals to women and so on. It's interesting how, when you have this description that Job loses cows, pigs, wives, daughters, and so on, no? This reminds me of, you know, when the Bible prohibits the 10 Commandments, don't steal or steal your neighbor's wife, then it goes on, neither his cow, his pigs, or whatever. One should put things in context. Okay, but what I'm saying that there also, exactly as in Freud, the 3 ideologists, what comes them are the 3, precisely the 3 ideologies. This is, I think, the 0 level of ideology. The 3 theologists which come to Job with the message, there is a deeper meaning to your misfortunes. That's what we should resist. This is how ecology today predominantly functions, as there is a deeper meaning. We transgress some prohibition and so on. And this is why God is the only true materialist there, who comes and says there is no transcendent meaning, everything is a miracle. God, as remember, Chesterton says, God is for a moment an atheist, they're pure immanentist. There is no transcendent master, which is why, I think, we have to read Christ as a repetition of Job. What dies on the cross with Christ? As God knew, what dies is not an earthly representative of a transcendent. What dies is precisely God as this transcendent master of the universe. What dies on the cross for me is this idea, the idea of God as the ultimate guarantee of meaning. You know, this vulgar metaphor that I hate, that our creation is like a painting. When we see a catastrophe, it is as if when you look at the picture and you look too close and you see only the stain. But from a proper distance, you see that what appeared as a stain contributes to the harmony. Okay, I think that the lesson of Christianity, the materialist, this is for me the lesson of Christ, that we cannot afford this withdrawal. When we are confronting horrible things, I don't know, Holocaust, concentration camps, or other similar catastrophes, it's a little bit vulgar to say, yeah, this only appears to you as a catastrophe because of your limited perspective, withdraw back and you will see how it contributes to harmony or whatever, no? There is no big other. This is why I think this would be a kind of a more materialist reading, why Christ truly sacrificed himself. The message is no, all we can do is here. There is no father up there who takes care of it. So in a way, I think that it's the opposite. It's not trust God. No, God trusts us. All that can be done is we should do it. In this sense, with this incomplete notion of reality, it's also that we can, how to put it, it opens up, in this sense, the space for freedom. There is freedom only in an ontologically unfinished reality. So it was exactly 1 hour, that's what I wanted. Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome to Artificial Life, Slavoj. It took you long because you have so many other avenues to gain. But I know that you cannot be educated, so I will not do it tonight. Maybe one day you will read.
We really love each other, you got it. No?
But I see that you add another group of people to your enemies, the ecologists, you know, that's good, so you bad mouthing them too, not just Derrida and all the others, also do something. But that is what we expect from you, so what else can we do? It's just funny, I wonder...
I knew something will appear.
Have you been... I thought you were raised as a communist, no?
I am a communist.
Yes,
raised.
Raised where suddenly you embrace religion and then you will speak about religion like a Dominikaner, you know, things, nicht, oh, there are this story. How come, where do you...
But where do you see a problem? All good political terror had a religious background.
Yes,
my German hero is Thomas Minzer, and so on.
But they were at least, like Goebbels, raised in that, you know. You are very late comer to the game, no? So you are, what's that you call it? Yeah, right, that's you call it in America.
Newborn, or what?
Yes. Born again.
Yeah.
Born again, thank you.
Okay.
Very nice. No, but I think it's always important question about the fundamentalist and these also born-again atheists now, but have all these books out there. Always wonder why is that. For me, I have a little trouble here. I was raised too, but I was raised in many religions, so I'm screwed up from the beginning. My problem is always still, why is that? It's like kicking a dead dog. You know, that is what is a big deal? And
you mean in religion or what?
Yeah, ich meine, oder in atheism. Huh? Ich meine, it's the same thing. Also, show me the phenomenon first. Nicht? Let me meet God. But unfortunately, looking at you, the best I can do is meet the devil. It's not.
Yeah, but what's the difference? That's the first properly Christian answer. God is devil. It's just the point of perspective.
But as long as he does not introduce himself to me, he does not exist for me.